You have the potential to achieve incredible things. Believe in yourself, and let's unlock that success together.
Okay, people people don't just respect kindness, they respect consequences. See, if someone knows nothing happens when they cross you, you're not respected, you're convenient. And today we're talking about something most self-help gurus are too scared to touch. Strategic fear. Not yelling, not threats, not being a jerk, but the psychological understanding that I like you, but I'm not safe to play with. See, that energy changes how the world treats you. So let's discuss why fear is a social tool. See, every social environment runs on two things: reward and risk. See, people move toward what feels good, and people move away from what might cost them. That's human wiring. That's not being evil. It's simple biology. So here's where most people start to mess up. They try to earn respect with being nice, explaining themselves, and overgiving. But if there's no psychological risk attached to disrespecting you, you become background noise. Strategic fear is simply this. You train people to understand that crossing you and crossing your boundaries has a cost, socially, emotionally, or access-wise. No drama, no scene, just a loss. And loss is louder than lectures any day. So now we want to move along and discuss what strategic fear is not, because a lot of people got this misunderstood. So strategic fear is not threatening people. It's not yelling, acting crazy, bullying, or being aggressive. That's low-level emotional and sloppy behavior. That creates enemies, and that's something you don't need. That makes you look unstable. See, strategic fear is controlled, it's quiet, and clean. It's the energy of, I don't argue, I adjust access, and that's your power. You understand? So let's move along, and let's discuss something else that's very important for this video. The core principle: access is the weapon. Access is the weapon. That's your core principle. See, the most powerful people don't chase control, they control access. Your time, your attention, your emotional availability, your approval, your presence. When someone disrespects you and nothing changes, you just train them that you're safe to disrespect. But when someone crosses you and suddenly your tone changes, your availability drops, your warmth cools, and your investment shrinks, now their brain goes into something shifted. That's discomfort. It's what you call strategic fear. You didn't yell. You didn't even threaten. You didn't even explain. You just made access more expensive now. So that's very, very important. Giving access to the right people and limiting access to the people that are disrespectful to you. Okay, see, here's the difference between fear and resentment. See, people resent emotional explosions and people respect emotional control. When your consequences are calm, predictable, consistent, and non-dramatic, you don't look dangerous, you look structured. And humans trust structure. They may not like the boundary, but they respect the hell out of it. You understand? So let's make this practical. How to apply all of this in real life. Okay, for an example, if someone interrupts you constantly, you stop giving them full attention. If someone disrespects your time, you stop being flexible. If someone talks slick out the mouth, your energy gets colder, shorter, and become neutral. If someone crosses a line, they lose emotional closeness. No speech, no emotional TED Talk type shit. Because the moment you over-explain, you lower the psychological weight of the consequence. You understand? So listen, let's discuss the energy of quietness and being where you sit people in their silent mode. See, the strongest presence in any room is the person who doesn't react emotionally, doesn't chase approval, doesn't over-explain, and doesn't need to threaten. But everyone knows there's a line. It's an invisible line, but don't cross it. And that's strategic fear. And it doesn't make enemies. It filters out people who only behave when they think you're soft. So you don't need to be mean, and you don't need to be loud, but you do need to be someone people think twice about playing with. Because in the real world that we live in, love without boundaries get ignored, kindness without consequences get exploited, but calm presence with control, consequence, that gets respected.
All right, that's a wrap. Another good day. Time to head home.